Imagine this. It's a crisp fall afternoon in Minnesota, and Grandpa Ed, who's been the king of Sunday barbecues since you were a kid, sits quietly at the picnic table, pushing away his plate of ribs. You tease him, "Not hungry, Grandpa?" And he just shrugs, his usual grin nowhere in sight. Or maybe it's Aunt Louise in Georgia, the one who'd never miss a chance to gossip over sweet tea, now staring blankly out her window instead of picking up the phone. These moments feel small little quirks of aging, right? But what if they're not? For too many families across America, these quiet shifts slip by, only making sense when a doctor's call reveals the truth. Their loved one might be in their final year. That's why we're here with **5 subtle signs an elderly loved one may be in their final year. Don't ignore. **. This isn't about sounding alarms. It's about opening your eyes to what's been hiding in plain sight, so you can step up with care, comfort, or just more time together. We'll walk you through 5 telltale clues, like Ed's fading, appetite, or Louise's retreat from life, showing you what they look like, what they might mean, and how to respond. From the Midwest to the Deep South, families have turned these insights into action. A doctor's visit that caught something early, a conversation that brought back a smile, or a plan to make every day count. By the end, you'll know how to spot these whispers of change and turn them into chances for love, maybe a few more fishing trips with Grandpa or porch chats with Aunt Louise. This is your guide to seeing what matters most before it's too late. If this feels close to home, join us. Subscribe to Senior Health for more ways to keep your loved ones strong and connected. Hit that like button if you're ready to tune into these signs and drop a comment below. Ever notice Grandpa skipping his favorite pie or Aunt Louise going quiet? Your story could spark someone else's wake-up call. Let's dive in and make sure these moments don't slip away unnoticed. Picture Grandpa Ed in Minnesota, the guy who'd fire up the grill every Sunday, now barely touching his plate. Or Aunt Louise in Georgia, once the life of every church potluck, now a shadow in her rocking chair. These aren't just off days. They might be the opening lines of their final year. The National Institute on Aging says nearly half of seniors over 75 show quiet hints of decline in their last 12 months. But too often, families like Ed's grandkids or Louise's nieces chalk it up to getting old. Why does this matter? Because seeing these clues isn't just about medical charts. It's about moments. The American Cancer Society notes 1 in 3 seniors faces a late-stage diagnosis that could have been caught earlier with attention. Spotting. The signs can mean more time, more burgers flipped, more gossip swapped, or at least a chance to say what needs saying. Take Mary in Ohio. She thought her dad's exhaustion was from shoveling snow until a doctor found heart failure treatable. It flagged sooner. Or Tom in Texas, who missed his mom's retreat from bingo nights. Dementia had crept in, and he regrets not stepping in. The stakes are high. Miss these whispers, and you're left with, if only. The CDC says life expectancy hovers at 78 in 2025, but that final year can slip by unnoticed. Recognizing it isn't about gloom. It's about giving Ed and Louise the care they deserve. Maybe even stretching their story a little longer. Science backs this up, but it's the stories use, mine, ours, that make it real. So what's behind these shifts? It's not one villain. It's a trio of forces. The body winding down, life's wear and tear, and the heart and mind taking hits. Body in transition, aging's like a car with high mileage parts wear out. Take Ed's heart, decades of pumping slow it down. A reality for 6 million seniors with heart failure, says the American Heart Association. Organs falter, livers, kidneys, lungs lose steam. Tom's mom had COPD from years near Dallas smog, leaving her winded. Hidden diseases sneak in. Cancer's a big one, hitting 1 in 2 over 65. per the National Cancer Institute, often showing as a drop pound or a groan. Dementia's another thief. Mary's dad forgot his keys. A sign of Alzheimer's in 6 million Americans, says the Alzheimer's Association. The body's a machine, and after 75, the warranties up repairs get tougher, breakdowns quieter. Life's toll. How they've lived leaves marks. Nutrition's a Biggie Louise swapped home-cooked greens for Stuffer's frozen dinners. The USDA says only 1 in 10 seniors eats enough veggies, starving their systems. Exercise fades. Ed's walk stopped after a knee tweak, doubling fall risk. Per the CDC, sleep's a mess. Mary's dad tosses from old war stress, draining him. A pattern in 1 in 4 over 65, per the NIH. Habits bite back. Tom's mom smoked Camels since the 70s, upping lung cancer odds. Even the house plays a role. Damp basements breed mold, a liver cancer risk, says the WHO. Life's choices stack up. And in the final year, the bill comes due. Heart and mind emotions cut deep. Loneliness adds quiets since his wife passed, hits 1 in 3 seniors, per AARP, weakening immunity. Grief's a boulder. Louise lost her brother, and her spark dimmed. 7 million seniors battle depression, says NAMI. Stress over Medicare or bills pumps cortisol. Mary's dad fretted monthly, wearing his heart thin. The mind bends to Tom's mom, saw her memory slip, a dementia echo that dulled her joy. When the heart hurts, the body follows, and in that last year, these cracks widen fast. Risk multipliers. Not every senior's on the same cliff. Here's what tilts the edge. Age milestones past 75. The body's a fragile truce. Ed's 82, Louise 78. The Census Bureau counts 65 million seniors in 2025, with repair slowing yearly. The NIA says cellular decline doubles risk after 80 times a multiplier. Asterisk, asterisk, past. Health asterisk, asterisk, old battles linger. Mary's dad had diabetes, taxing his system. Tom's mom fought arthritis, masking deeper pain. Chronic illness, 1 in 2 over 65. Per the CDC, paves the way for a steeper drop. Genetics. DNA's DN died of cancer, upping his odds. Louise's family had dementia, a shadow she carries. The NIH says genes can triple some risks. Fate's a factor. Support gaps alone is risky. Mary's dad lives solo in a trailer. No one to notice. Louise's kids moved away. Yes. Isolation cuts life expectancy. Supports a shield. Asterisk, asterisk, economic. Pressures. Asterisk, asterisk, money tightens ropes. Ed skips fresh fruit on Social Security. Tom's mom delayed meds to save cash. The U.S. Department of Health ties poverty to worse outcomes. Resources matter. Science says it. Drivers like cancer or dementia don't shout. They whisper through appetite, energy, joy. Stories prove it. Mary's dad could have had years. Tom's mom more bingo nights. The final year's a chapter, not a footnote. Seeing these signs lets you write it better. It's not just health, it's Ed's next rib rack, Louise's next laugh. Miss them, and you miss them. Here's where the rubber meets the road. 5 quiet clues that might whisper your elderly loved one's final year is near. These aren't blaring sirens. They're the soft shifts you might brush off as just aging. But for Grandpa Ed in Minnesota or Aunt Louise in Georgia, they're breadcrumbs worth following. We'll dive into each one, what it looks like, what's behind it, and what you can do, because seeing them clearly could mean more time, better care, or a chance to hold them closer. Let's unpack these clues with stories you'll recognize and steps you can take from coast to coast. Clue 1. Fading appetite or unplanned weight loss. What you see. Grandpa Ed used to pile his plate with ribs at the Minnesota barbecue. But lately, he's picking at a drumstick and calling it quits. His jeans sag. He's down from 170 to 150 pounds in months. No diet in sight. It's not just a smaller appetite. His energy's fading too. He skips the walk to the mailbox. The National Institute on Aging says losing 5% of body weight in a month or 10% in 6 months without trying is a red flag. Ed's hitting that mark. And it's not just old age. Roots, what's stealing his hunger? Cancer's a prime suspect. Silent types like pancreatic or lung sneak up, hitting 1 in 2 seniors over 65 per the American Cancer Society. Ed's doctor found a pancreatic shadow. Digestion faltered. Appetite crashed. Dementia's another thief. Alzheimer's, affecting 6 million, makes folks like Ed forget meals or lose taste, says the Alzheimer's Association. Depression weighs in since Grandma passed. Ed's meals feel pointless. 7 million seniors face this, per NAMI. Gut issues, ulcers, or years of fried food sap nutrition too. Even a hyperthyroid could burn him thin. A sneaky metabolic twist. How to step in, don't weight track it. Ed's daughter, Jenny, logged his meals: half a sandwich, a nibble of pie, barely 800 calories a day. Pair it with tiredness or pale skin, and it's doctor time. A blood test, a scan. Ed's cancer. Got caught. Treatment started. If it's dementia, a neurologist maps care. Depression, a counselor lifts spirits. Push small, tasty bites, peanut butter crackers, a smoothie with Ensure, $8 at Walmart. Jenny got Ed to sip broth, comfort food with a boost. Act fast, waits a loud clue in a quiet package. Clue 2. Endless exhaustion. What you see: Aunt Louise in Georgia used to bustle around her kitchen, baking cornbread for the potluck. Now she's slumped in her recliner by noon, nodding off during The Price is Right. It's not a nap, it's a bone-deep tiredness that lingers, even after sleep. She shuffles, not strides, and mutters, "I can't keep up." The Mayo Clinic calls this persistent exhaustion, a warning when it's weeks, not days, beyond a busy July 4th. Roots, what's draining her? Heart failure's a biggie. 6 million seniors struggle, per the American Heart Association. Louise's pump's weak, leaving her winded. COPD, from decades near Atlanta's traffic, steals breath. 1 in 4 over 65 wheeze, says the CDC. Cancer saps strength. 2 tumors grow. Energy fades. Depression's quieter since her brother died. Louise's zest dimmed. NAMI notes 7% mask. It is fatigue. Anemia, low iron from skipping spinach, or meds like beta blockers could zap her too. It's a tangle of culprits, all pointing to decline. How to step in, look closer: short breath, blue lips. Check her pulse. Louise's was faint fast. Doctor's next blood work caught anemia. A cardiologist tweaked meds. Push fluids: Gatorade, $5 at Kroger, perks her up. Gentle walks to the porch, 10 minutes, build strength, per CDC. If it's emotional, a chat or pastor visit helps. Louise smiled after bingo came to her. Fatigue's a call, answer it with care, not shrugs. Clue 3. Retreat from joy. ****. What? You see, ****, Tom's mom, Betty, in Texas, once ruled the bingo hall, her laugh echoing over the cards. Now she skips it, saying, "I don't feel like it." Her porch swing empty. She's not shy, she's pulling back from what lit her up. The us ones in 3 seen this. Drifts into isolation. But when it's sudden, it's a clue. Betty's world's shrinking fast. Roots, why the fade? Grief's heavy. Betty's husband passed last spring. NAMI ties it to late life decline. Dementia shifts moods. Confusion makes crowds scary. She forgot names at the VFW. Depression cloaks as apathy. 7 million seniors feel it, per NIH. Hearing loss, hitting 1 in 3 over 65. Mutes chatter. Betty missed the gossip. Pain, arthritic knees, or terminal illness might drain her too. It's not just quiet, it's a retreat with roots. How to step in, spot the silence. Betty's laugh's gone, her lights off early. Ask, "Mom, what's up?" Tom did. and she admitted loneliness. Hearing test $50 at Costco fixed one piece. A therapist tackled grief. Invite her gently coffee at Whataburger, not a crowd. If it's dementia, a neurologist plans. If terminal, hospice eases. Connection's the cure. Don't let her slip away. Clue 4. Foggy thoughts or lost moments ***. What? You see *** Mary's dad, Bill, in Ohio, always balanced his checkbook like a pro. Now he asks, where's my wallet? 3 times a day or stares at the microwave, lost. It's not a senior moment. It's a fog that sticks, leaving bills unpaid. Or the stove on. The Alzheimer's Association says 6 million live with this, a clue when it spikes. Roots, what's clouding him? Alzheimer's or stroke damage Bill's mini-strokes hit silently. Dehydration's simpler, he skips water. The CDC says it. Muddles 1 in 5 seniors. Meds clash his sleep pills mix bad with blood pressure drugs. UT is spark delirium common in 1 in 5, per the American Geriatric Society. Terminal illness liver failure or tumors builds toxins too. Grief mimics. Bill's wife's death blurred his focus. It's a maze, but it's real. How to step and watch for repeats or blank looks. Bill wandered the block. Track water half a glass daily and push a bottle. Doctors call antibiotics cleared a UTI. A neurologist eyed dementia. Simplifiable the microwave. If it's end stage, palliative care comforts. Fog's a flare, don't ignore it. Clue 5. Persistent pain signals what you see Ed's sister. Clara, in Oregon, groans reaching for the mail. Her back's a daily ache, not a twinge. She skips knitting, wincing at every move. It's not old bones, it's constant deep. A nag she hides. The American Chronic Pain Association says 50 million adults hurt, but in seniors, new pain screams. Roots, what's aching? Arthritis 1. In 2 over 65, per CD gnaws Clara's spine. Cancer's backbone tumors press nerves, a late sign. Organ failure, her liver's cirrhosis from old wine days brews dull pain. Neuropathy diabetes buzzes her feet. Fractures hide brittle bones, snap quietly. Grief amplifies losing Ed's wife, made it worse. Pain's a signal, loud if you listen. How to step in note grimaces. Limbs Clara's nights worsened. Log it where? Went and called the doc. X-rays found a crack. Scans caught liver trouble. Meds, heat pads, Clara's knitting again. Hospice, if it's terminal, comfort's key. Pain's a plea, answer it. You've seen the clues, Grandpa Ed's shrinking appetite. Aunt Louise's endless tiredness. Betty's retreat from bingo. Bill's foggy moments. Clara's nagging pain. Now what? This isn't the time to stand. Still, it's your chance to step up, turn those whispers into action, and make a difference. Whether you're in a Minnesota cabin or a Georgia suburb, these strategies don't need a medical degree or a big budget, just your attention and a little grit. We'll break it down into quick fixes to tackle right now, daily boosts to keep them going, and long-term plans to hold them steady. You're not just reacting, you're reclaiming their comfort, their joy, maybe even their time. Let's get to work. Quick checks and fixes first. Don't guess, act fast. For Id's weight drop, Jenny logged his meals, half a burger, a core. Bite of pie and called Dr. Larson. A blood test caught anemia. A scan found early cancer treatable at stage 1. Louise's exhaustion? Check her pulse weak fast and her lips for blue. Her son, Mark, got her to a cardiologist, heart meds adjusted same week. Betty's pulling back? Tom asked, Mom, you okay? She admitted grief. A hearing test, $50 at Costco. Fixed. Muffled bingo calls. Bill's fog. Mary tracked water barely a cup and spotted a fever. A clinic visit cleared a UTI with antibiotics. Clara's pain? Ed's niece, Sarah, Noted her wince x-rays at urgent care, $100. Found a hip crack. Meds started. The American Geriatric Society says 70% of decline signs can shift with early moves. Grab a notebook, a phone, and go. Symptom logs details matter, write it down. Ed's eating log showed 800 calories too low. Louise's nap times 10 a 2 p.m. flagged a pattern. Betty's no thanks to church, 3 weeks straight. Bill's lost keys daily now. Clara's groans worse at night. Share it with Adopt Jenny's notes, got Ed a dietitian. Mark's pushed Louise's hard scan. It's your evidence, don't let it blur. Nutrition boost foods fuel, make it count. Ed's picky? Small, rich bites peanut butter toast, a $6 Ensure shake from Walgreens bump calories. Louise is tired. Oatmeal with berries, $3 at Kroger lifts energy, per. USDA Betty's off. Soup's Cozy Campbell's, $2, with crackers tempts her. Bill's foggy? Hydrate 6 cups water, a splash of Gatorade, $5. Clara's pain? Salmon omega-3 South at $8 Bell B eases joints, says knee. Cooked together Sarah's meatloaf night, got Ed nibbling. Little plates, big wins. Gentle movement, motion fights fade, keep it light. Ed walks to the mailbox, 5 minutes, cane in hand per CDC, it cuts fatigue. Louise tries chair, stretches BBC yoga. 10 minutes, her breathing steadies. Betty's porch swing counts Tom joints. Chatting. ARP says, it lifts mood. Bill paces the hall 15 steps, memory clears, per NIH. Clara's leg lifts 5 reps, ease stiffness. Start slow, Mark's 1 lap rule got Louise moving. It's not a gym, it's life. Daily connection loves a tonic, give it. Daily. Ed's grandson calls 10 minutes of twins talk, perks him up. Louise's niece drops by coffee at Waffle House, sparks a grin. Betty's bingo pal visits cards at home, beat isolation. Bill's daughter reads Reader's Digest. Familiar words ground him. Clara's knitting circle chats pain fades with laughter. Dania says connection cuts decline 30%. A text, a hug, a laugh works wonders. Family teamwork, no one flies. Solo build a crew. Jenny roped in Ed's cousins, rotating dinners kept him fed. Mark's siblings split Louise's errands, groceries one day. Meds the next. Tom's kids check Betty FaceTime, Sundays beat silence. Mary's brother watches Bill daily logs, shared via Google Docs. Sarah's neighbors help Clara mail runs, ease her load. ARP says teamwork gets carriage, ever stress 40% really your people. AA.org lists local aids too. Future planning look. Ahead, talk it out. Ed's what if chat with Jenny said a living will hospice later ease pain. Louise's heart scare? Mark got power of attorney ready if she fades. Betty's quiet? Tom asked her wishes home care over a facility. Bill's fog? Mary planned memory care. $2,000 month. Prepped. Clara's aches? Sarah eyed palliative options, comfort first. The National Hospice Organization says 60% wish they'd planned to. It over coffee, not crisis. Steady living, root out risks, make it stick. Ed quit smokes lungs, thank him. Louise eats greens, $5 spinach beats TV dinners. Betty walks daily porch to driveway, steady now. Bill's water bottles bedside, fogs less. Clara's wines gone, liver rests. The CDC says healthy. Shifts add months, model it. Live it. Keep them strong. You've got this right now, checks catch Ed's cancer. Daily soup lifts Louise. A team holds Betty close. Start small, log a meal. Crack a window. Call tonight. It's not just care, it's Ed's next laugh. Clara's next stitch. From Ohio to Oregon, these steps turn clues into chances, take charge. Make it count. We've walked a big road together, shining a light on 5 quiet clues that might mean an elderly loved one like Grandpa Ed in Minnesota or Aunt Louise in Georgia's nearing their final year. Let's pull it all back. Ed's fading appetite, dropping pounds like leaves in fall. Louise's endless exhaustion stealing her cornbread mornings. Betty's retreat from Texas bingo nights. Bill's foggy thoughts clouding his Ohio days. Clara's persistent pain slowing her Oregon steps. These aren't just quirks, they're signals. And we've unpacked them from the roots up in Part 2 Body, Life, and Heart winding down to the fixes in Part 4. Quick doctor calls for Ed. Daily walks for Louise, a family team for Betty. This isn't about endings, it's about beginnings. A chance to step in and make their days brighter, longer, fuller. Think of what's possible. Jenny caught Ed's cancer, early more rib racks on the grill. Mark got Louise's heart-tuned extra porch chats over sweet tea. Tom brought Betty back with coffee, runs her laughs back at Whataburger. Mary cleared Bill's UTI, his checkbooks balanced again. Sarah eased Clara's pain-knitting needles hum once more. These are real wins. Not wishes families from Minnesota to Texas turn clues into time. You're not powerless. You're the key. Part 3 named the threats, cancer, dementia, grief, but Part 4 handed you the tools. A $5 Gatorade for energy, a $50 hearing test for joy, a notebook to track pain. It's not about stopping the clock. It's about filling it with what matters. Ed's grin. Louise's stories, your love. Look around others, prove it works. The Johnsons in Colorado logged Grandma's meals caught diabetes, added months of her peach cobbler. The Carters in Florida pushed Grandpa's walks heart failure slowed, and he's fishing again. This is your shot to rewrite I should've into I did. Your home's their stage where Ed taught you to bait. A hook where Louise sang hymns over Sunday chicken. Those clues? They're not the boss you are. A $2 soup can, a cracked window, a how you feeling. Chat their small moves with big heart. Today's March 31st, 2025. Don't let April roll in with regrets. Act now, and every moment's a gift. So, grab a call Dr. Evans this afternoon. Swap Bill's Coke for water. Sit with Clara over a $3 pie from Publix. Share this text to your cousin in Illinois, your friend in California. One nudge could save their Ed or Louise. Picture it. More Thanksgivings with gravy stains, more nights with the TV humming. Because you saw, you cared, you moved. Subscribe to Senior Health. Hit that button for more tips to keep them strong, from recipes to porch stretches. Like this if it clicked, and comment below. Did Ed's ribs hit home, or Betty's silence ring true? Your words might light someone's path, like a lantern on a dark driveway. This is their year. Your chance. 5 clues won you. Don't ignore them, cherish them. Toss the excuses, test the air, hug them tight. Here's to more fish fries. More bingo calls, more mornings where they know you've got their back. You've got the map. Seize the day, for them.